Today's devotional is Belief Must Change Behavior. We're looking at Luke 3, 7 through 14. Again, that's Luke chapter 3, verses 7 through 14. And we'll be focusing on verse 8.
Then said he to the multitude that came forth to be baptized of him,
O generation of vipers, who hath warned you to flee from the wrath to come? Bring forth therefore fruits worthy of repentance, and begin not to say within yourselves, We have Abraham to our father. For I say unto you that God is able of these stones to raise up children unto Abraham. And now also the axe is laid unto the root of the trees. Every tree, therefore, which bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire.
And the people asked him, saying,
What shall we do then?
He answereth and saith unto them,
He that hath 2 coats, let him impart to him that hath none. And he that hath meat, let him do likewise.
Then came also publicans to be baptized, and said unto him,
Master, what shall we do?
And he said unto them,
Exact no more than that which is appointed you.
And the soldiers likewise demanded of him, saying,
And what shall we do?
And he said unto them,
Do violence to no man, neither accuse any falsely, and be content with your wages.
So our focus is verse 8 of our text. Bring forth, therefore, fruits worthy of repentance, and begin not to say within yourselves, We have Abraham unto our father, or to our father. For I say unto you that God is able of these stones to rise up children unto Abraham. So just because one is born a Jew, that doesn't necessarily make them saved and able to enter the kingdom of heaven. And just the same as that doesn't prove repentance. Just the same, somebody that was born and raised in church does not prove repentance. Just because one has repeated some magical words does not necessarily mean that they are saved. Now, I believe that somebody can guide somebody in giving them words to say, and I'm not saying that there's no chance that they could have been saved by doing so, but I do know that that does wind up bringing across a lot of false converts that I have come across, where people have said that they came to realize that they had an emotional experience and not necessarily a salvation experience. But a lot of times people will assume that they're okay, and they assume that they're saved because of going to church or otherwise. But in reality, that has nothing to do with it. True repentance is when you make a turn, you turn for it, you forsake it, you toss aside that sin. And that's what he's trying to get across to these people, that you need to have there should be some evident fruit that is evident of your salvation. And apparently he had several people coming to him to be baptized because they had perhaps an emotional experience or whatever the case. But there's a lot of people that clearly did not have a genuine salvation experience. So if you are saved, people should be able to look at you and know you by your works. As we looked at in our last Bible study, where Bible passage says that you will know them by their works. God does allow us to be a bit of a fruit inspector. Now, obviously, we cannot say no, that they are not saved or whatever. Maybe they're just not able to explain themselves well, but there certainly should be some kind of evidence. So how are you living your life? Are you living it in a way that shows fruit to others? Because if you are not showing fruit, then people have a hard time accepting what you have to say. And in that they need salvation, because if they don't see anything special in you, then certainly why would they need to have what it is you have? So bottom line, true life change only comes by the saving work of Jesus. And that is our devotion for today.